Actually did. But
Ready?
Yeah. Alright, welcome back guys to another episode of JJJ+C. And then this week we're gonna do a little bit something different. We got
We're tired of you guys complaining about our phone. That's what it is. We're trying something different, but we're taking what you guys
someone someone just suggested a topic, and that topic is, should it matter how long you've been knowing somebody?
No. How long do you have to know somebody before getting into a relationship?
Yeah, before you guys date. So like, does it matter? And I don't think it does.
You know what? I think in certain situations it's different. You know what I mean? Because there's some people where I'm just like, I didn't want to be with her. We got to know each other, and then out of nowhere we got together. And there's this person that out of nowhere I'm just like, oh, I want to be with her. I've never had that, and then it happened fast. So like, I think the preferred thing to do is to like, I feel like with personal experience is to actually get to know the person, because like. The scary thing about like my experiences is because like every one of us has a different experience, which is crazy. Like I like our experiences.
yeah,
Yours is pretty intense.
Yeah. Yours.
So like I have an ex that like, like I met her. We had a lot of things in common. She wasn't my type though, but like we had a lot of things in common. And, like that kind of like made me start to like, oh, maybe I should pursue this. This is different. I never had it. It sucked. I should have got to know her, but that's just whatever. But that's just what it is. And then there's like my last ex where I'm just like I didn't want to be with her. I thought she was cute and cool, and then like next thing you know I'm like, damn, I'm sorry. But like that's how like I don't know. I preferably I think it's like the best thing to do is to like get to know them first, because it's like.
So you think it does matter?
Yeah, because like there's some situations where people like sometimes your situation people last, but then they're like there's some people that are not having a baby but like get married in 2 months.
Yeah.
And then that shit just goes downhill because they start to notice things that they didn't get the time to know about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then moving in fast, like like that's a lot to see someone every day that you don't really know. You know what I mean? It's like living with a stranger sometimes.
To me, it's different. To me, like, cause I see it in a different way. Like, for me. Like, it's like if you guys get along, have a lot of things in common, like, you guys click, you get me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But not only that, like, if you both are ready to be in a relationship, then yeah, it's cool. But, like, what if one of you isn't yet? You get me? That's another thing,
kicker
too.
right there.
That's really the kicker. Because, like, imagine your situation. Like, you guys were pretty much... you guys didn't really, you weren't lingering around like other stuff.
Yeah.
Like you guys met and like you guys connected and then like
from day one,
then you guys came together.
We legit talked for like a month and then we took it serious and we went official with it.
But
it's like everything just worked out like
yeah, you guys were both
my
ready.
personality and hers, it was just perfect.
Yeah.
And, like
next thing you know, we're at the gender reveal. It's gonna be a girl, by the way. Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats to Christian.
Have you been said the name?
we have the name, but we have like
No, but have you announced the name?
well, I think she wants to do a video about it, but close family already knows.
Oh, okay. So anyway, but yeah. So like, what do you think?
You have to get to know the person.
You think you have to get to know?
Yeah, you have to. Cause just like he said, like if you don't know the person, anything could go sideways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It could go sideways at any moment, time.
It's
In the long run, especially in the long run, it could benefit you, like in the near future. You know what I mean? Cause I've actually dated persons like just weeks of getting to know a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Weeks, and it only lasted like a month or two, just because you don't know them personally.
Yeah.
Cause you could have different what's the thing I'm saying, like different personalities or
perspective on things.
Yeah, perspective on things. You do things differently in life. You know what I mean? It's the way you were raised. At the same time, like she could be raised differently compared to you. Like,
exactly.
That does a lot to do.
That has a lot
with
to do with
getting to know a person.
That's crazy
It has
because
a
like
lot to do with that.
because my ex like she was very family oriented. You know what I mean? She grew up like everybody has a problem. I'm not gonna say she grew up perfect, but that's make believe shit. But like she had a well family kind of like from what I saw. I mean I'm sure they had their demons and stuff, but like they were really like close as to like. I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Especially like the way I grew up and stuff, way opposite.
Like things like that could make.
And sometimes that does matter though. Sometimes that doesn't because it bothers someone to the point where it's like, yo, it's like they could even be like, I really love you, but it's just not meant for us to be together.
Yeah.
You know? like I think I love my ex enough to be like, okay, like, you know, it was just at the end of the day, like, yo, it was not gonna work out. Given the situation, the distance, the family things going on both sides and stuff. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, family has a lot to do with that too.
What about you? Like you barely ever talk on this podcast.
I don't know, like about my situation.
Yeah, like how you feel about the topic? Like you kind of went through.
Yeah, you actually.
You're a perfect example.
You actually
like,
did go through it.
Because like the difference between like I guess like past relationships and this relationship, like for example, my ex, we talked for like I think it was like 6 months, and then we ended up having a long relationship. It was only like a year, 6 months, but like when we used to fight, me and my ex, when we used to fight, like I always wanted to give up. Like I always like every fight I was like I'm tired of this shit already.
Mm-hmm.
But like me and my current girlfriend, like every time we have like a rough patch, we fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit never goes through my mind. Like I always want to be like, oh, even she could be right or like she could be wrong, and like it don't matter. At the end of the day, like I still want to make her feel good, and I still like it never goes through my mind like, oh, I'm tired of it. Like I still want to fight for it. You know.
You know what it is? You gotta learn to agree to disagree.
I know. Sometimes
you know what I mean?
you take the L.
Because sometimes like she's right, but sometimes she's wrong.
She's really right.
Yeah.
But really wrong.
But yeah.
To
To me, it's about chemistry. It's just chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's like lust.
But no, I know I'm saying like I don't feel like the time matters, but like I am the type of person that I want to get to know you before like
anything goes.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
You have to.
I mean, I got to the point sometimes where it's just like I was talking, like I was joking around the other day about like taking some more girl to eat and stuff, but then like, oh, I'm not planning this expensive ass meal when I could take you Little Caesars, which like I'm being serious because like, yo, I've been in situations where like I'm feeling the girl and stuff, so then I'm like, okay, maybe this might go somewhere, so I'll take you somewhere nice and then never hear from them again. You know what I mean? And then there's times where I bought a girl a Little Caesars pizza for $5 and like. They ain't sticking.
She was all over it.
But sometimes like it's the little things that matter. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be just like where you go to eat, whatever. Like I could go get like personally like I like. I'm not saying I like it now because I think I've been chilling out with the junk food. But like shit, like even having a conversation at McDonald's, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just sitting there having a conversation, you know, hanging out, just hanging out. You know what I mean? Not everything's a fucking date.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what
you can tell a lot from a girl's perspective when you do.
You need a conversation, that one-on-one. You can't go to the movies and hear someone talk.
No.
You know what I mean? You can't go to a fancy place because then you're trying to be too busy trying to be proper and all that. Like you need that one-on-one. Like let me get to know you a little bit. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite flower? I always ask, what's your favorite flower?
So like when me and my girl were like getting to know each other for that month. We would legit go and drive to like a park, and we would legit sit in the car for like 3 hours and just talk.
That's how you get to know somebody. I feel like that's the
and I told her from day one, like on my whole past, and she told me her whole life and her past and everything she went through.
Yeah, there's people that end up knowing you more or get to know more about you in like a week. Mm-hmm. Than like people have known in like years. People know you for like 10 years and be like, oh, I didn't know that about you.
You know what's crazy? Like I given again with past experience up to this point, like now I'm just like starting to be like, I have to get to know this girl for me to tell her my past. Mm-hmm. Because I've been in situations where I'm like, damn, like I told her my past and then guess what's thrown in my face? My fucking past. Yeah. Not even nothing to do with another girl. Just my past in general. Yeah. And I'm just like, why would I tell you that? Why? You know what I mean?
That's what we're trying to get that. Like, they had to get to know you in order to proceed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that's true.
Yeah, it's always better to be
honest before you're comfortable and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you want her to feel like if you're feeling the girl, you want her to get comfortable with you. You know, you're going to have to talk about, like, no matter how it is, but at the same time, you just kind of have to, you know your limits on what to tell her, like, little by little, you know?
The boundaries.
Yep.
Yeah, now there's, like, now I'm aware that I have to put boundaries, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because, like, I could tell some, like, obviously, like, they're going to have to know I have a son. Yeah. Like, you can't hide a kid. And I wouldn't want to. Okay. And they got to know that he's going to come first before you.
Mm-hmm. But that could bite you in the ass in the long run, too. Like, holding that stuff back a lot, you know? Because later on in the future, you're like, oh, why didn't you tell me this? at the beginning
That's
of
true.
the day, you know what I mean?
But this
like
is
I
where
know you, I know a lot about you, but I don't know this part
But
of
you
your
see,
life.
you got if
You know
you're
what I
gonna
mean?
like.
But you
But you see, that's the thing. This is like people that are married for like 30 years. They got 30 years of getting to know somebody. You know what I mean? So if you're vibing with that person right enough, like obviously there's gonna be like, oh, I didn't know that about you. You know,
Yeah,
there's gonna
I
be
mean,
times like that.
Even me, even like I'm not really the type to like to share or whatever, and like that was one of like big problems in my last relationship, and actually she watches too, but like she just found out something about me that I never told her about, but like it never crossed my mind to really say it, and it was and like I was with her for like almost 7 years.
That's true. Sometimes it just slips your mind. It just comes up.
And then she was like, "You never told me that," and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I never like thought to like mention it.
Yeah, the thing like that happens.
Sometimes it just comes up naturally in conversation. See, that I've been in trouble for that sometimes, which is kind of.
I've been in trouble a lot.
Like, I'm like I'll bring it up in conversation, and they're like, "Why you hid this from me?" I'm like, "I didn't hide it. I just kind of."
That's how I felt though.
I'm just like,
I didn't feel like I ever hid it. It just never came up in conversation or in like thought to like say it.
It was just like I forgot.
But it's not always the thought that matters. Like if you do it constantly or you do it every now and then, and you know a girl should always pay attention. I think personally.
Like
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
you know what I mean.
I just never said stuff like that. Just didn't mention stuff.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
It is your fault.
I mean, we could all relate to that because I feel like we all been in that boat where we don't mention stuff that we don't mean to, and then obviously the girl's gonna get mad.
See, it's just like with us four, right? Like, I feel like I'm the most random person in people's lives. I'll pop up here one day and then I'm gone the next. Like, I just came out of nowhere, like, hey guys, gym time. You know what I mean? I just popped up, and then now like you guys got kind of like getting to know me as the time goes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I got to know a lot about you.
For real.
You know, and then we built a good friendship. You know what I mean?
Shit, even Marvin though, I've known. We were aware of each other for years. I'm gonna use that word, aware, because I think that's the perfect.
Yeah.
Thing
That is a good word.
You know what I mean? That's the word of the day. So, anyways, we were aware of each other, but like we didn't start to get to know each other until like I came back from South Jersey, like what before the summer started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Around there.
So I only know you for like a month and a half. No, about 2 months.
Yeah, now we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, look at that. But it's just, and I'm still like getting to know you, but I'm opening up to you, like you know my shit, I know your shit and shit like that.
Like
personal
personal shit that I wouldn't tell no stranger I just met, or even people I've known for years because I think they're just straight up scumbags that like throw it in my face.
I would never do that. Joking around, maybe.
You saw I did the Carla Dempsey. I don't trust y'all that much. Anyways, back to topic.
Now, is there a specific time that you guys want like to wait and get to know?
You know what? That's a good freaking question. To me, I think like I have to go by what you just like I like the time thing and like what he said to us one time. Like I don't think I want to go into something with motives. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Nothing with motives. Like I don't want to go in thinking I'm gonna kiss you, take you on a fucking date, thinking we're gonna be together. I want to go into it while I'm like, yo, let's hang out and have an actual good time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I always like that.
Sex doesn't need to be involved in this shit. You know what I mean? That's just like
no kiss.
To me, that's like bonus stuff for actual relationship.
Yeah,
we're not even there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As
far
as the topic, we're not even there yet. You know what I mean? It's basically just like, let me get to know you real quick. Like, you know what I mean?
You get to know a lot about a person. I did that once, and I did it for 3 months without kissing the girl. But we were just dating. But I never kissed her. Like, I always told her, like, she always asked me, like, why don't you kiss me goodbye? I was like, no, because I want this relationship to be different. We lasted like 2 years, but...
And you know what?
In those 3 months, you get to know a lot about the person.
It's also different when you have a kid, right? Yeah. See, with my son, he's seen me with 2 different people, right? Now, after my last relationship, here's the crazy part. He didn't like the first ex he met of mine. But the second one, every time he sees me, he can't stop talking about her. You know what I mean? And, like, I explained to him what it is, but, like, like, she treated him good. So, like, see, now I got to get to the point where, like, I'm going to get to know you first before you even get to meet my son. And then he's going to have to get to know you. You know what I mean?
That's what
And sometimes, yo, like, females can't handle that. And that's just true. I've had people tell me, like, I didn't want to be with a guy with a kid. That's fine. That is fine. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us out there.
So, like, when do you feel like you would pop the question or like that would come up to be like, so like, do you want to be in a relationship?
Me, personally, I think a good time to even like try something like that, maybe like 2.5, 3 months, maybe. For me, I would say. But this is like me, like every time we see each other, I want to talk to you, I want to get to know you. Like, of course, if it gets to that point where it's dates and stuff, we'll have a movie night here and there. Mm-hmm. But like, majority of the time, I'm going to want to go out. Mm-hmm. I don't want, like, if you want to watch a movie at home, fine, okay, whatever.
I got another question too. Like, do you feel like, it should like, damn, I don't even know how to explain it. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, if you guys hang out, talk all the time, and like, you're just spending a lot of time, and then you kind of like just like slide into like the relationship, like out of nowhere, you both of you are like, I guess we're dating, like kind of.
No official. You know what? Like, I get what you're saying.
Official.
I get what you're saying.
It's like you basically are together, like in a relationship, but it's just like the question never just came up, and then all of a sudden it was like. I mean, I guess, right? Like, just make today.
Because it just happened naturally.
Like, no. Or should it, like, or she guys, like,
I get what you're saying. It's just happening naturally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I get what you're saying, actually. It's just like, let me just use our friendships, for example, right? It's like, once we're getting to know each other, boom, then, like, you know, you'll post a picture of hanging out and stuff. None of that, oh, I'm with babe and stuff, oh, good vibes, you know, shit like that. And then that's when you start, like, noticing, like, we're going out to eat and stuff.
Yeah, you just notice out of nowhere, like
a lot.
You're like
constantly, like every week.
Yeah.
Or like every 2 times a week or something like that.
And then y'all start to think like, maybe do we put a title on this or something? Because now you're noticing yourselves that like, yo, this is actual like dating. You know what I mean? It's getting pretty weird. I was gonna say something, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was important too.
My bad.
No, that was a good question though. That was a real good
I feel like it should be like that. Like that's how I like to do stuff.
Like let it just happen naturally. That's why I meant like 2.5, 3 months. Because like at that point, if you're comfortable enough, you're forgetting about that. You know what I mean? It just happens. Because I think that's how it was kind of like a month or 2.
That's how yours went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
like all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're official.
We're seeing each other every day. We're like, just make it official.
Yeah.
But sometimes that seeing every day shit doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
Some people it does.
Oh, of course.
Because there's times where like I'll be cool, like, you know what I mean? We have a conversation, if I don't hear from you all day and probably the next day, that's fine with me too. You know what I mean? Because we all got lives.
Yeah, of course.
It
depends on how you feel towards the person too. Like if you're really feeling like the vibe with her, you're only gonna expect something out of her like the next day or something like that. Or maybe she's expecting something from you, like a good morning, at least a good morning. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there's some people out there like that, true. Like you know.
But sometimes
like he's thinking about me.
Sometimes I feel like personally, like I don't want to, like I'll do that too, like good morning and all that stuff. But sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe they need their space because they're handling something personal or whatever. So I'd rather not.
You can't be clingy.
Like I'll wait. You know what I mean? Like clingy stuff. Trust me, I've been clingy. I've had clingy people. I can't even. I'm not gonna lie.
Clingy, clingy
is weird.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do clingy.
Anyways.
It's not going to that.
So yeah. I don't know. I think this was a good topic because like, it's just some stuff like, yo, like, this is stuff people need to think about sometimes. Because there's a lot of people I see that like jump into it. Boom, she's pregnant. Boom. They're not together, boom, and that's it.
Real quick and
I do feel like though at one point, like you guys need to like establish that, like make it clear, like like we're talking. Want? No, like we're talking. Oh. Because like you could be texting one girl and texting another girl and like, but you could be messing like mostly with this girl, not messing, but like texting and like chilling and like whatever with like one specific girl, but then she gets mad when you go and like hang out or talk to like another girl, like.
You ever
That's
seen
what
this?
I'm saying. You gotta make things clear. Like we're talking, so none of that no more.
I do get you.
I get that. That actually like it puts in like damn. There's a Netflix show, right? I forgot what it's called. It's Black Mirror, right?
Oh, Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. There was this episode where like people rate you when they meet you. Like you seen that?
Yeah, it's like actually China does that.
Like you meet somebody and then you rate them off the bat and the stars pop up off their head and stuff and like it's crazy.
Really?
It's crazy. You know what I mean?
You know, China has a system, right?
What?
If you're a good person, you have like a score, like a social score.
Crazy.
I swear, you have a social. Look it up. You have a social score.
I was gonna say something,
like,
but I'm not.
I really don't know how like the details of how it works, but like let's say you're a good Samaritan or like you see trash in like the street and you pick it up and stuff, like you get rated for stuff like that.
My God.
And like it's kind of like a credit score. So like the more stuff you do, like the better person you are, like the cheaper, like the better living you can have. Like you get discounts on like your train pass, or you get cheaper rent and stuff like that. And like if you're a dirtbag or like you suck as a human, like you have high rent. Like you have a limit on the amount of groceries you could buy.
Wow.
At the store. Yeah, bro, it's like that.
Wow.
Y'all need
It's
to
crazy.
chill.
I forgot where it is, but I know I read about that.
But that's like them trying to let you get to know somebody before you even meet them. That's not something like.
And you basically have a social profile and like how good you are.
Pretty psycho.
But
That's crazy.
back to what we were talking about.
That was way off topic.
China, y'all wild. Anyways, like I don't know, like I think people really need to consider like actually just getting to know somebody before jumping into it.
Yeah.
You know what
100%.
I think I dated a girl for like 2 days.
Before you find out they're like a serial killer and shit. Like you.
I still haven't watched that show.
You still haven't watched it?
Yeah, maybe one day.
It's a good show.
Maybe one day.
Kind of could relate to him, kind of.
My friend told me that he said
Huh?
Anyway, let's get back to topic. I was about to say something way off topic.
So yeah.
I mean, like I said, man, to me, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's just life is life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just gotta go with it.
For me,
I like to take it day by day.
Yeah,
like
you should take it day by day. Honestly, like I just want to get to I just
want
want
to
to
rush into it.
I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm just okay with just like vibing for the moment. You know, hanging out. Not like I said, I'm not trying to think about getting in your pants and stuff like that, cause realistically, that's easy to get. You know what I mean? For anybody, guy, girl, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but vibing with somebody is completely different.
Yeah.
Like you can't vibe with everybody.
No, not at all.
Especially like spend hours together and then just
Like I said,
feels like a couple minutes.
When you're in a relationship and you're living with them, that's when you get to really know who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's when the problem starts.
That's
Sometimes
sometimes
solutions come out of it too.
Sometimes problem starts, and like at the end of the day, every relationship is unavoidable. You'll run into problems.
No,
Period.
Definitely.
So like, if you're gonna run away from the first problem, don't get in a relationship. Period.
Yeah, that's not
Period.
Mm-hmm.
The first problem, then don't be in it.
People
That's
gotta
the
learn
whole
how
thing
to
about it.
compromise.
You know what I mean? Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And there's gonna, whether you have kids or not, there's always gonna be baggage from both sides. Always baggage.
Always
Whether it's
baggage.
family, friends, you know, like the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why give that time to kind of get to know them, talk to them, whatever. Don't worry about like, sometimes like just don't worry about like doing crazy hangout moments. Like, okay, I've done some crazy hangout moments. Like I got to know a girl, and the same day I jumped out of a plane.
That's extreme.
That is extreme.
That was more for me, but you know I had to wait 2 or 3 hours before I jumped out of the plane, so I kind of got to know them, and then after that I was like, but doesn't need to be that extreme.
This it is not really off topic, but it is a little bit. Like alright, so like let's say you're meeting a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But like let's say, what is one thing you feel like if you found out about her, it was just like no matter how cool she was, you would just screw.
I don't respect.
Has she been with a friend of mine or something like that? Maybe that's something I'll back up.
Oh.
Yeah, friend of mine. Yeah.
You?
Same thing, friend of mine. I can't think of like
The
friend.
bro code.
Family, you know.
The bro code.
Yeah.
Alright, besides the bro code.
Okay,
'Cause I
Besides
feel like
the bro code?
unless you're a dirtbag, I feel like everybody would say that.
I can't be with a girl that like, let's say, like, if she has kids and like her parents take care of the kids and she's just out hanging out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
could
she's not like
she could be a great person, but kind of a terrible mother.
Yeah.
Like dunzo. Like that means you're not gonna be nice to my son.
Yeah.
I think about that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take care of your kids, that means you're probably gonna be a piece of shit to mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't
Because like
think
what
about that.
it's funny. It's funny because like when I see people with kids, even if I don't even like them, like with your stepson,
Yeah.
I was just playing with him because he was just mad cool. That's the person I am. You know what I mean? I've taken a girl on a day where she was like, oh, I don't have a sitter. I'm like, then just bring your daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm having more fun with the daughter. than with her. I'm over here, blah, blah, blah. What? Because she's so boring. You know, I've had that. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. What it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I feel like for me, one thing is like if you're a smoker. Like a smoker, like you smoke all the time, like you need to go outside and have some like a cigarette.
Cigarette.
Like what?
I'm talking about cigarettes. I'm talking about
But
cigarettes.
like how often? Like every.
Like a smoker.
A smoker,
Like you're smoking.
actual
Like you're
smoker.
going through like
every night, every hour you go out smoke.
yeah, you're going through maybe like a pack every 2 days or
You know what? I used to be like that.
a bad if it's 1 pack a day.
I used to be like that until like someone started.
I despise that shit.
Just
Not
turn
only
off.
because
Turn
it's not even like that you smoke because I don't really care like that you smoke. It's just the smell.
Yeah, no, I get
That's
that.
tastes.
Trust me.
That's
You know, that's funny
It's
because like
disgusting.
if I'm with somebody that doesn't like smoking, I the whole time I'm with them, I don't smoke.
That's fine.
Or even before
That's
going
cool.
to see them, so I don't smell like it. And I always have cologne and like breath mints or something in case.
And it's not like I'm saying like you go smoke and then like you smell like I'm just not gonna chill with you. I'm saying like eventually that smell gets annoying. So
No,
I
it
don't
does.
think I've
I get
ever-
it. Trust me, I get it. Trust me,
Yeah.
I get that. Just like you know, Steve's bad breath. I don't want to be around it.
That was one time.
It was one time. I was playing.
One
breath
time.
His breath smells immaculate.
Immaculate. So yeah, I guess that sums up today's podcast. For what was the topic again? How long? Doesn't matter how long you're with somebody, or how long you've known somebody before you guys start dating.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
What was said was I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, that was
No,
it.
how-
But they get the point.
I'm about to go into my comments just to see how she said
Well,
it.
again, this was by request.
I think this
What
is
was
a
the
good way
question?
to
What was
do
the
it though. Like, if you really look at the way I see it, if you guys want us to talk about something, make a comment.
Yeah, like
Make
this
a
girl
comment.
Francis. Shout out to Francis
Anything.
Shout out.
and
You
Shout-
should have got to know that nigga better.
shout out to Fluffy, your cat, who you finally found by speaking to a what animal? What is it called?
Animal whisper?
No, well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
It was an
yeah.
animal.
I thought she put flyers up.
No, she did, but she didn't find it for like days, and then she got referred to like this animal whisperer, who like she gave a picture of her cat. She needed a picture of her eyes.
Like an animal psychic or something?
Yeah, something, and then she told her something about like where the cat has been or something, and then like.
Don't do drugs, guys.
But the cat is back now, so
That's good. That's
crazy.
That's funny.
I think
Wow.
her name is Fluffy, or I don't think a guy's name would be Fluffy, right?
Fluffy.
That fat comedian.
Whatever.
At least she
Shout
found
out
it.
to your
At least she
cat.
found it.
Was it up in the tree?
And then also, I'll put a short clip of the baby shower, and
Maybe gender reveal.
yeah, the gender.
Baby showers. Whoa.
The baby shower's
June,
coming.
June.
It's
It's
coming
coming.
It's coming.
in June.
We better be in. Well, yeah, we better be invited.
We tios. What you mean? We got We
And
be
then,
uncles.
what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm sorry for the delay on uploading the other videos. I'll try to do them like the same day that we do.
Yeah, he was sick and crying like a bitch.
I was. I was at the point, the brink of death.
I can't live. I'm weak.
Bro, I was in bed sleeping for mad long.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we'll see you guys on the next podcast.
Until next time.
Deuces.
Till next time.